So I'm here with Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay.
Hi.
And Lindsay is a teacher from the UK, and she's working at Iftc. And maybe tell us a little bit about Iftc.
Okay, well, Iftc is slightly different to most other schools in Korea. There's a campsite where you work 4 days and teach children from middle schools and high schools.
Yeah.
And then you get like quite a lot of like downtime, like desk warming. And then on our other side, we do teacher training. So we actually train Korean English teachers to improve their English.
Okay. Awesome. How do you find desk warming?
Sometimes it can get a bit repetitive, but it's nice that you just can sort of chill out a little bit and
Yeah.
you can watch some TV.
Great. Awesome. And you just got back from a field trip?
Yeah, I just went on a field trip with my co-workers. We went to in the middle of nowhere. It was really nice to get out of the city, and we had a beautiful pension we stayed at, and we went into a cave, and we went on this like skywalk and like looked out to the mountains. It was really beautiful, and we also got to do a few cultural things like Noreban
with the staff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And something pretty unique. Iftc is a publicly funded institution, but there are also other foreigners on staff as well, right?
Yeah, there's 10 international teachers at Iftc. There's mostly Americans. We also have South Africans and a Canadian and myself as well.
Great, yeah. Okay. And how do you find having a British accent in Korea? Do you feel that Koreans can understand you well? Or no? What has your experience been like?
Well, I kind of had to change my accent to make it less strong so most people can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Any Brits watching probably can't even hear my Geordie accent underneath. But yeah, I've had to sort of really tone it down and enunciate. And even then, sometimes they, especially turn of phrase, they sometimes get confused. But we get by, and everything, I usually get understood pretty well.
Awesome. And you were saying that you take a van to work that picks everybody up at 20 after 8?
Yeah, we get picked up at 20 past 8 in the morning, and we get dropped off at home at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we don't have to take any public transport. So during the week, we don't have any costs really for transport. It's only if you want to go into internal Seoul that you have to take the subway.
Yeah. And speaking of which, how do you find getting around, getting into the city of Incheon, going to Seoul, considering that you do live on the airport island?
Sometimes it takes like maybe an hour to get anywhere you want to go, so it can sometimes be a bit frustrating, but the transport's so good, and it's reliable, it's always going to be there on time, it's not going to break down, but it sometimes can be a little bit frustrating being so far out from some people you may meet at orientation.
Yeah. You were saying, though, it takes you maybe 40 minutes to get to Seoul because you're on that one line that goes right into the city, though,
yeah,
right?
it's much easier for me to get to Seoul than it is to get into Gukyeong, but obviously being part of IMOE means that all the teachers in Seoul are usually in the Gukyeong area, so
yeah.
But it's nice to be able to get to Seoul so easily.
Yeah.
People getting to Hongdae. Hongdae is a good place to go.
Yeah. And then I guess strategies for, let's say, if you want to go out to Incheon, you stay at a friend's house on the weekend?
Yeah, I met a girl at orientation who lets me stay very kindly at her place. And if not, then you can just stay out and take the first train if you need to. I mean, you can take taxi, but being on the island, they often don't want to take you because of the toll.
Right.
So, but they will take you. If you have money and you really want to go home, they will take you.
Yeah.
There's plenty of different ways that you can try to get home.
Yeah. And tell me more about what a regular day is for you at work.
Oh, IFTC is weird because it depends on which side you're on. If you're on the campsite, day to day you'll have lesson planning to do, or you'll have to do desk form. But then if you have camp, you'll be at work. You can go into work early and do morning exercise with the students, which is at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you might stay at work until 10 o'clock at night.
Oh wow!
So it's a really long day. But you only do that for 4 days, and then you might have a week between camps, or you might have 4 weeks. It completely depends. And in the meantime, there's lots of other teachers at work to talk to, and we have a really well-stocked library as well. So like I took to reading a lot of books during my spare time. On the teacher training side, we'll work pretty much all day. From that, usually morning classes, and then the trainees might have a lecture in the afternoon. So you might have the afternoon to do lesson planning, but if not, you'll be doing 7 hours a day. Teaching.
Awesome. And how do you find the Korean staff?
Oh, they're all really lovely. Sometimes they'll tell you something and you don't quite know what they mean, but you just got to be patient with them. But they're lovely, really, really lovely. All of them are so helpful. And if you do something right, they praise you to high heaven. They love it. So try and maintain a good relationship with co-teachers. I think it's important not to get angry if they make assumptions or they don't really know what you said. I think patience is the key.
And you don't teach with a co-teacher, correct?
No, not at all. Even with camp, we don't get a co-teacher. So you're thrown in with the kids, but it's fun because at first sometimes they have no idea what you're saying. But it's like you learn quickly, and it's a lot of fun. You get a lot of you can be very individual with your lesson planning. It's not like you have to run things by co-teachers that much. Obviously they want to know what you're up to, but it's kind of not. They're not really that bothered about it.
And have you experienced any culture shock symptoms at all?
No, not at all. It's really, I think Korea is that nice blend between East and West. So sometimes you think, when you see a fish head in your soup, or there's bones on everything, they don't fill it anything, and that's kind of a bit of a shock. But other than that, there's so many foreigners here that you can fit in well, and Koreans are so helpful and friendly. Like if you look lost, they'll come and help you, or it's a really friendly place. Like it's so easy to just have a good time. Enjoy your life.
And you've been able to make a lot of friends and have a really active social life? Yeah,
I'm doing something most weekends. Like next weekend I'm going to do a temple stay. Every weekend there's something going on, and even in my school we have field trips, and sometimes the teachers at the end of programs, because we have lots of different ones, they take you out for lunches during work hours, and we go on field trips, and there's always something happening. If you do get bored on the island, you can always just hop on the subway and go find something to do. I really enjoy it.
Great, awesome. And I guess just as a final question, what advice do you have for teachers that are considering coming to Korea?
Be patient with the visa process.
Right.
I hate the consulate.
In London, right?
They were a bit difficult to deal with. But I came over Easter bank holiday, so I'll also bear that in mind in case they're going to, because it's all about working days, so if they're not in the office, then that's going to cause some problems. Also, just be patient and just embrace everything, even like the good and the bad. Just try not to be judgmental about stuff, and just be open-minded.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of your year.
Thank you.